here today. In a few moments, you will hear opening remarks from U.S. Air Force Colonel Kurt Wendt, Commander, 501st Combat Support Wing, Royal Air Force Group Captain Richard Yates, Joint Force Air Component Air Battle Staff Chief of Staff, and U.S. Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Rob Spartan Shannonberg, Bomber Task Force Commander. These senior leaders from the U.S. and the U.K. are happy to speak to you today about the Bomber Task Force deployment of B-2s, airmen, and support equipment to RAF Fairford. After their remarks, Colonel Wendt, Group Captain Yates, and Lieutenant Colonel Shannonberg will be available for about 15 minutes to answer your questions. For the remainder of the time, Bomber Task Force air crew and maintenance personnel will be available for interviews. Before we begin, Ms. Jennifer Green, Bomber Task Force Public Affairs Officer, will provide some ground rules on obtaining imagery and B-roll of the static aircraft in front of you.
Lieutenant Johnson, thank you for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. As Lieutenant Johnson mentioned, my name is Jennifer with the Bomber Task Force from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, and we are very excited to be here. I want to go over a few ground rules regarding our B-2 static. Please remain outside of the cordon, as this inside of the cordon is a protection level 2 area requiring escorted access. We ask that you don't lean or touch on the cordon, and that all photo and video product are front aspect of the aircraft. No side or rear photography is allowed, and you are not to go past the wingtips. If you have any questions or are unsure, we do have our public affairs team and program security team here, so don't hesitate to ask, and again, we thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Green. We will now hear from our spokespeople. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Wendt, Commander, 501st Combat Support Wing.
Right, good morning and welcome to RAF Fairford on a fine English weather day, I must say. Thank you, first of all, for taking time to join us today. On behalf of our entire team in the 501st Combat Support Wing in the United States Air Forces in Europe, it gives me great pleasure to welcome our partners both from the 509th Bomb Wing and the Royal Air Force here today. Your presence and partnership is truly a testament to the special relationship our two countries share. Today is significant as we welcome the mighty B-2 Spirit stealth bomber and his team of airmen from the 509th Bomb Wing back to our installation into the European theater. Enabling global strike for U.S. and NATO operations is one of 3 key mission sets for the 501st, and it's what RAF Fairford was built to accomplish. Since its origins, supporting the D-Day operations 75 years ago, RAF Fairford has a storied legacy of generating both American and British missions across the globe to ensure security and stability in an otherwise unstable and uncertain world. Today, supporting forward deployed Bomber Task Force aircraft here and allowing their units to live, train, and fight with our allies and partners is one of the key ways we continue to make that happen. RAF Fairford will continue to be a critical asset for USAFE operations as the European theater's premier bomber forward operating location. The airmen and civilians on this installation, along with the 2,000 professionals across the 501st, are proud to be a part of this critical mission, and we're ready to help achieve any objective. In a year of great historical significance as we celebrate the 70th anniversary of NATO and the 75th anniversary of RAF Fairford, this Bomber Task Force is just one example of U.S. strategic deterrent forces that protect our nation and the NATO alliance. The deployment of combat air power is a visual example of our commitment. The U.S. and Europe must preserve that commitment and trust in each other as we face emerging malign forces and evolving strategic challenges. This B-2 deployment should remind any potential adversary, whether it be a nation, a violent extremist organization, or any other bad actor, that the United States of America and our allies can apply combat power anytime, any place. Our team looks forward to ensuring this as we support the operations, the partner integration, and well-being of the Bomber Task Force during their time here in the United Kingdom. Thank you once again for coming out today.
Thank you, sir. Next for remarks is our RAF representative, Group Captain Richard Yates, Joint Force Air Component Air Battle Staff Chief of Staff.
privilege to be here at Royal Air Force Fairford alongside all of the United States Air Force personnel as they operate here from the station at the Ford operating location. The United Kingdom and the United States are natural and enduring partners. At every level of society, culture and state, the United Kingdom and the United States continue to do more together than any other two nations in the world. The UK-US defence relationship has evolved over the last century into the most robust and advanced cooperation in the world. Cooperation with our allies is crucial. It is crucial in the face of increasing threats that we face in the Euro-Atlantic region. These challenges come from many areas, including state-based threats. The United States Air Force, both based here in Europe and through the power of air power from further afield, have long been a major contributor to NATO's defence and security posture. Through US and UK leadership and engagement with our allies, we continue to bolster our defences and reassure our friends. We will stand firm alongside our allies. This sends a strong message to our adversaries that we will take the appropriate and necessary steps to strengthen our shared security. The RAF and United States Air Force are completing a long-planned deployment of the B-2 aircraft and support personnel here to RAF Fairford. During this deployment, UK F-35B Lightning aircraft from 617 Squadron at RAF Marham are conducting sorties with the B-2 bomber aircraft. The integration of these particular advanced platforms represents the next leap forward in the cooperation between our two air forces, and is also the first training opportunity between the United States Air Force B-2s and F-35s from any other nation. This work builds on previous training that the Royal Air Force has conducted, and is an important milestone in the development of UK F-35, which was used operationally for the first time in June this year. This carefully planned deployment, and looking across a geographical spread of activities across the region, will enhance NATO's integration and interoperability of allied forces. Strategic deployments of this nature are a clear demonstration of our combined ability to operate globally and protect our nation's mutual interests wherever and whenever needed. It is great to see the professionalism of the airmen and women of the United States Air Force as they go about their duties operating aircraft such as the B-2 Spirit. On behalf of the United Kingdom, we thank you for your nation's enduring commitment to NATO collective security. Thank you.
Thank you for that, sir. And last for remarks is our final speaker, Lieutenant Colonel Spartan Shanaberg.
Good morning, all. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Rob Spartan Shanaberg, the commander of the Bomber Task Force here at RAF Fairford, and the commander of the 393rd Expeditionary Bomb Squadron, the only combat B-2 squadron in the world. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to Colonel Wendt and his team at the 501st, as well as Group Commander Yates, for hosting us and for their continued support during our deployment. We are so excited to be back at Fairford. I flew just the other day over this beautiful land, and I've already experienced firsthand the loveliness of its people. A BTF deployment, the construct of it, provides us the opportunity to rapidly move our forces throughout the world, multiple locations. Stand by. The BTF contract allows the B-2 to deploy to multiple locations throughout the world. It provides us the opportunity to maintain our readiness, to maintain our proficiency, and to validate our ever-present ability for global strike operations. Our Royal Air Force friends are critical to our mission in the 509th and 131st Bomb Wing missions. The best example of this is our very own Flight Lieutenant Colin Bang Bartwicki, who after 3 years of joining us, accomplished his last flight Last night, two B-2s integrating with two Royal Air Force F-35s, and after their sortie, doing a flyby of the White Cliffs of Dover, only to finish up with an overhead pattern into the sunset as he landed his final flight with us. The beauty of that kind of partnership, that kind of relationship, is that I get to see things through his lenses, the way he sees the world. We get to share experiences, and I get to learn all of the wisdom that he has. We make each other better, and that's what this partnership is all about. Working alongside and fighting with our international 5th-gen aircraft assets provides us unique opportunities to train better. It bolsters our tactics and our procedures, and it highlights our commitment to the NATO alliance. The men and women of the 509th Bomb Wing have a very unique history. As members of the 8th Air Force, we look back on the days where men and women worked here, took off from here, hundreds of thousands of men in the 8th Air Force, 26,000 of which took off from here and never returned. Their sacrifice for our freedom is remembered today and still fought for today, and we carry on that tradition. As a member of the 393rd Bomb Squadron, again the only combat B-2 squadron in the world, we look back to the days of the Pacific B-29s, Tinian, the Enola Gay, and the weapons that were dropped that ended the war in the Pacific. That is our history, that is our legacy, and we continue it here in our mission at Royal Air Force Fairford. We are excited to be forward deployed here, right now. In a very proud time in Royal Air Force history, and for us to be able to demonstrate our interoperability to our allies and to this community. There is absolutely no substitute for the training we get here and to be able to work with our friends. This mission is the bedrock of who we are, as we try to assure our allies, as we respond to threats throughout the world, and we ensure our ability to strike anywhere at any time.
Thank you all. At this time, our spokespeople would be happy to take your questions. Please keep questions within the subject area of the Bomber Task Force deployment, and remember all comments are on the record.
I'll just leave. Take them all. How you doing, sir?
Quick question. Has there been any issues with integrating with the F-35?
So I'll tell you, we integrated about 6 months ago with our F-22 brethren out in Hawaii. It's a very similar concept, but there are a lot of nuances regarding low observable tactics. There's no issues at all. We just need to do it more often, so we feel more comfortable with where the assets will be, how we can best fight together, and just the familiarity, as I learned the other day in flying, of just understand the language that we use and what those words mean. There were no issues at all. I love the fact, as I mentioned, that we're going to prove that we can go and fly from other places, such as Iceland. The only issue is that, historically, when we land somewhere, the people that are waiting for us, our B-2 brethren or sisters, give us some sort of food or something to remember it by. The only three things that they could export were water, beer, or fish. And so they handed our guys a bunch of water and said, I don't think you want fish in the cockpit, so here's your water. Have a good day. So that's the only issue I'm aware of. It was a great trip. It was a great ability for us to prove that we can fly from here, Iceland, and we'll prove we can fly from other places as well.
You're planning on working with the Israelis out of there was a report about Israelis flying into RAF on the RAF base. You plan on working with them too?
I'm not tracking that at all. So at this point, we have no plans for that. There are no particular stories that are planned in addition to what we've already done, but the beauty of the relationship is at any moment a local training sortie couldn't turn into a very tactically sound plan with our Royal Air Force brethren. Without going too much into operational security, it's important for us to know how to take off, honestly, out of here, to know how the controllers are going to move us around, to know how to mitigate our signature in terms of OPSEC. How do you keep everyone from along the fences from knowing that we're taking off, where we're going, that we're loading weapons. So those are some of the things we're figuring out, again, for the first time, and improving upon. So we will fly outside of the island and learn from what it looks like. So I can't go much more into that, sorry.
And I'd ask you, are you able to give me a rough idea of how many personnel you're involved in this whole operation?
Each BTF is different, each task force is different. In this case, it's over 150, but I can't get into specifics on the exact number.
Yes, sir, over here. Go ahead.
The capability certainly exists. We've already looked into the timelines it would take for us to put weapons on the jet and employ them. We've not scheduled any range time at this point. I would love to. Yes, that's all I can say.
For local people looking up at the skies in the coming months, can they expect a lot of activity in the skies above them? Something new to look at?
I feel like you're asking the question for the guys along the fences over there with the great cameras. I'll be honest with you. I've been flying the B-2 for 12 years, and I still stop and, awe at the fact of how beautiful that plane is and what it can do. I think you'll see a lot of three-ship stories where we take off, minute separation. I think that's the best I can give you is for the next many weeks until we're told to go home, you'll see us flying 8 or so times throughout a week.
So we're actually going to have Colonel Wendt answer that one for you.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question just so I make sure I understand correctly?
So thank you very much. Thank you. In the near future, how often will you deploy on a regular basis or regular personnel?
I would say I can't comment about exact times, locations, and which aircraft, but I would say the Bomber Task Force, that is an enduring concept for U.S. Air Forces in Europe. So I would say this is something we intend to continue. And as I mentioned, this is how we demonstrate our readiness, and so this is a great location to do that for bomber aircraft.
This concludes the formal part of today's press conference. You will now have time to view the static display in front of you, take B-roll and photos, and conduct any final interviews you would like.
I know a lot of the Russian jets still have valves and that sort of thing to protect themselves from that.
Yes. So this is a nuclear bomber, right? So it is nuclear hardened. So it is prepared for EMP. It's pretty big. The windshield itself has grating in there to protect, like the Faraday cage, to protect us inside.
Oh, fantastic.
As well as thermal panels that we'll put in there for nuclear emissions to protect us from the heat of a nuclear explosion.
So you're still clear to your weapons? And the B-1 also, that's been taken away.
That's correct. Yep. It's pretty impressive to fly into downtown anywhere.
Same as the F-117 was, precision, nighttime, stealth, precision bomb.
Yeah, our four tenets are range, precision, payload,